Hey ladies, today we're going to be doing foundations and I am going to apply my foundation for you so that you can see how I do it, see the coverage that I get, see the before and after, and kind of decide what maybe coverage is right for you. So in case you're wondering which coverage do I need. I prefer a full coverage matte finish. I like an absolute full coverage and I like it to not appear glossy, wet, or dewy. So the matte finish is what we call it. And basically what that is, what I'm going to be using today for you is our Touch Mineral Liquid Foundation. And I use this in the color Chiffon. I am going to be using some concealer today. And I use that in Taffeta. And then also our the pressed touch powder. And I use this in the color Chiffon as well. So let's get started. Let's do this. Okay, so I've already applied. The very first thing that you have to do always is apply your primer. And the Glorious Face and Eye Primer, it's amazing. It is the best thing on earth. If you ladies want your makeup to look flawless, and if you want your makeup to last the entire day, then you got to get yourself some of this. It is worth every penny. You only need a tiny little bit, like a pea size on your finger, and I've had my tube for I think like 4 or 5 months now, and I'm still using it. So it goes a long way. But what this does, if you apply this to your face and give it a few minutes to settle in, it feels like silk. It feels like the silkiest smooth silk you could ever be applying on your face. And it is just smooth and silky is the only way to describe it. And what it does is it fills in all the fine lines in your face so that when your makeup goes on, it looks flawless. If you don't use the primer, then your makeup goes on and it gets in all those creases and you see all those lines in your face, and it doesn't look flawless. So you definitely, I cannot stress to you how amazing this primer is. Also, it will make your makeup last all day. So hands down, you will not have to reapply your makeup throughout the day. So if you're one of those that can only make it so many hours and your makeup's coming off and you have to retouch and repowder, then this is the stuff for you. Okay, so I've already applied that because it needs a few minutes to set in. So I've already applied that. I'm gonna go in with my liquid foundation. You always wanna empty your dropper first because there's foundation that gets in there and you want to make sure that that gets mixed up too. So give it a few good shakes. This goes a long way as well. So 5 or 6 drops will do your entire face. If you're having a bad breakout day or something, maybe you might need like 1 or 2 more drops, but that's it. Otherwise, this stuff will cover your entire face with 5, 6 drops. Okay, so the way that I apply my makeup is I actually do it this way. I put it on my finger, and then what I do is I take my brush. I use a Real Techniques brush. You can get them at Walgreens, I think Walmart. It is my favorite foundation brush. Younique does have one. I'm not a fan. I'll be honest, I'm not a fan. So I am a fan of. My favorite brush by far. So what I do is I just kind of dab it around just to get it spread out. There we go. And then you're just going to go in small circular motions to get that into your face. And I should have showed you and concentrated on what we're covering up. My forehead has, you can kind of see it, I think. It has some pigment, color pigment issues. And so I also have a lot of redness to my face that's just natural. If I don't have any makeup on, I just have redness to my face. So this makeup covers up all that. It's amazing. And you'll just want to go in small circular motions till you get it all blended in. And like I said, just a few drops, 5 or 6 at the most. Okay, so as you can see already, just with the liquid foundation, the difference. So the redness has totally toned down. The pigment in my forehead is hardly noticeable. It's amazing. This is a liquid foundation that dries to a powder, and it is very, very lightweight. So you feel like you don't really have anything on. Right now, I don't feel like I have anything on, and I just put all this 5 or 6 drops on my face, and I just feel like I just got a shower because it's that lightweight. So after you apply this, I'm gonna go in with the concealer. I put the concealer on after now. My best friend Pam told me about this and probably never ever put concealer on first. If you need a lot of concealer to cover up a lot of blemishes or really big bags under your eyes, I would definitely suggest using the concealer first. But because I don't use it a lot, I don't use a lot of it, then going on top of the liquid foundation works best. So this size amount, oops, sorry, that size amount. I mean, itty bitty 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 tiny, because this concealer, it goes a long way as well. And I'm gonna cover up these bags under my eyes because they are horrendous today. I have been crying for about 2 hours straight. My little guy went to kindergarten today, and I was a hysterical disaster, literally. So my bags are really flared up today. So I just use my finger for this. We do have a concealer brush, but I feel like I can kind of blend it in better and get it in there better if I just do it with my finger. Okay, so as you can see, my bags are disappearing, which is amazing. Let's disappear completely so I don't look so tired. Okay, so I don't really have any blemishes or breakouts right now that I'm gonna put that on. If I did, you could just dab a little bit with your finger on your blemish or breakout. It would totally cover it right up. So to get the matte finish and the full coverage, I want a little bit more coverage. So I'm gonna go over with my Touch Mineral Foundation, and I use the color Chiffon. And what you do is you just take a kabuki brush, so a big kabuki brush, you're gonna put it in your powder, and you're gonna dab this on. If you use the liquid first, you wanna dab this on. If you are just using the powder, then you can use the sponge it comes with. But if you, like I said, if you use the liquid first, then you just wanna dab. And this is gonna finish us off with a full coverage, and it's going to give us the matte look, which I love. And like I said, just dab. You don't want to rub in anywhere. And I know you keep seeing me go into my powder, and you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, she's putting a ton on. It's that much every time. So I just like to do it instead of like all at once. I just like to go a little bit at a time and dab it on to see where I could use a little bit more coverage. And I do have on my eyelashes already, the fiber lashes, because I didn't want to scare you guys away if I don't have anything on at all. Even, I mean, if I don't have my mascara on, I look pretty funny. And then on your neckline, you'll just want to blend it in. That you can rub because you want to blend it in. And voila. See the difference, ladies? Isn't that amazing? The redness is gone. It's a full coverage. It's covered up all my blemishes. My top of my head is gone with the pigment that's kind of on my forehead. And look at that flawless finish. It's amazing, right? I'm telling you, I'm in love. Compared to what I looked like before. So I'll post a before and after so you guys can see side by side if you don't remember from 10 minutes ago what we started with. So but it's just I love it. It's full coverage, flawless, bags under my eyes are gone, and total coverage. So this is just using the Glorious Face and Eye Primer. Gotta have this, you gotta have it. The Touch Foundation, the liquid foundation, sorry, concealer for under my eyes, and the pressed powder. So that's all I used. So if you have any questions, message me, or if you want to be color matched to see what color you are, then send me a message, and I'd be happy to help you with that. Otherwise, look or stay tuned for, I'll be posting the picture of before and after. So I'm gonna put a little blush on and maybe a lip gloss, and I'll post the picture for you. All right, ladies, have a good rest of the day.